Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Couples Retreat Season 3, Episode 4. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I need y'all to like the video. Okay, I need y'all to like the video. Don't make me get worrisome now. Honey, I'm trying not to be worrisome. I really am, honey. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. Honey, would y'all like that? Okay, I need y'all to like this video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Now, I forgot to review last episode, but I was there and I thought I reviewed it, but I didn't review it. So let me just give you a quick recap. Last episode, Jalen and Fallon met with AJ. AJ suggested that they go their separate ways, honey. Separate what we gotta do. Honey, shout out to Avant. Fallon was like, no, I don't want to separate. Jalen really does want to separate, but he's afraid to tell Fallon that he wants to separate. Breezy calls out Apollo during a hypnotherapist session. Breezy should just go ahead and be like the leader of the group because her and Chris really don't have no problems. Okay, I mean, it's looking like they don't have nothing really to talk about. So Breezy is the therapist of the group and she is setting Apollo straight. Apollo is steady trying to say he's not controlling, but he would not even let Shireen participate in said activity. She couldn't even get hypnotized good because he waking her up and shaking her and zhuzhing her and whatnot. Boy, leave that girl alone. And here we are with episode 4. So everybody is doing their video cams and Kendra's calling Jaceel, you know, like she like to do. Baby, Kendra gonna call Jaceel if she don't do nothing else. So Jalen is telling us that, you know, he realized that him and Fallon can work through things. Jalen, you do not want to be with Fallon. Let's just keep it real. You don't want the responsibility that comes with her and those 11 people that live in y'all's house. You are 23 years old. You are not ready for that. You want to be footloose and fancy free. You want to get your entire life. You think that you're on a vacation in Vegas and you're on a show called Couples Retreat. That's why you don't want to spend no time with Fallon. You think that you are on a Vegas vacation. Why? Because you're 23 years old. You don't want Fallon, honey. You don't give a damn. Moving forward. So everybody gets on the sprinter, right? Because they're going for today's activity. Everybody turning up. Fallon said, you know, since AJ said they should separate, it made her want to go harder. Okay, girl, you could try to keep him there and beg for him to stay. It's not going to work. So they get to this ranch. Fallon is like, yeah, you know, I love animals. I could be the next Crocodile Dandy. No, actually, you're going to be the first because it's Crocodile Dundee. I don't know Dandy. So you're going to be the first Crocodile Dandy because Crocodile Dundee is the one that we all know. So AJ brought them horseback riding so they can work on their submission and their communication. Jock got on there riding his horse, y'all, like it was an 87 Chevy. I said, boy, not you. Throw some D's on that bit. I mean, the way he was riding that horse, talking about you got to reverse it. Okay, back it up. Back it up. I'm like, boy, quit playing. Let me tell you something. I couldn't be around Jock because he's silly and I'm silly and the silliness would ensue. So, honey, it would be no way that the two of us could get together, honey. It just could be no way. Jock said, meet us at the trail ride. It's going down. So Fat Boy gets on. He was afraid. Okay, listen, I'm with you, Fat Boy. I don't do horses. I got bucked once and never again. I do not mess with no horses. I like my feet firmly planted on the ground. I might pet you. Okay, and that's a big maybe. But I'm not getting on the horse. But y'all, Breezy was up there looking like she was a part of the Black Rodeo. When I tell you she was handling that horse. And you know what? I noticed something about Breezy this episode. I think she got a little edge to her. I think she might have a little attitude a little bit. Because they were walking down the hallway and Chris was doing like a video cam. And I was just looking at her reaction and her facial expressions as Chris was talking. It was almost like, put that down. Like, we're not doing that right now. It gave me something. Y'all go back and watch, okay? Because I really watch people's body language, their facial expressions. It's a lot to a person other than them just talking and you getting to know them. You have to watch every facet of a person. And yes, I think Breezy is a great person. I think she's very, a very cool person. But also, I think it's a little something, honey. I think she could recognize Apollo being controlling because she might got a little tinge in her as well. So they all have to work together. And AJ tells them they're going to do cattle penning. Now, cattle penning is they're going to get on the horses and try to push the cattle into the pen. They thought they were cows, but they were actual bulls. Oh, okay, that's when I would have to be like, no. No, I'm going to sit this one out. I mean, find me. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Honey, call me Kim Possible. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So they have to work together to get it done, and they have to really communicate. So AJ was asking for volunteers. So 3 couples volunteered. Crocodile Dandy and Jalen, a.k.a. Fallon. Apollo and Shireen and Chris and Breezy. So Apollo said he's hoping that him and Breezy can, work together and she can see that he's not controlling. Just because y'all are able to work together don't mean you're not controlling in your relationship. Apollo, what do you be saying, honey? Apollo, go away from me with this. Like, you just be saying any old thing. So they up there riding and whatnot. One of the bulls just started getting wild. I mean, bulls gone wild, started losing his damn mind, going here, there, and everywhere. This bull getting bucked. Everybody just looking like, what is going on? Breezy is just acting like nothing is happening. Let me tell you something. If I were Breezy, I would have immediately exited. There would have been absolutely no way. No way. So everything's all done. They actually survived the bulls. They're all getting off. But as they were getting off, side note, I noticed this. Apollo's wife, Shireen, is giving bad BBL. I don't know why they put them big butts on them little bitto legs. Baby, just do a few squats. Eat your protein, honey, and go find yourself a good trainer. Because the way that butt be sitting on them little bitto legs, it be looking so crazy. And then they put all this spandex on, and then it just really looks even crazier. It's just crazy. Anywho, Tony was saying that the adrenaline, was rushing, so it taught them how to listen and trust each other, so they were able to get through this exercise. So later on that night, they're going to have a campfire. So they all get to the campfire, right? AJ pulls Tiana to the side, and Tariq is over there talking to Tony, a.k.a. Fat Boy. Okay, because I'm like, Tariq? When they said that on the show, I was like, who is Tariq? He goes over to the side to talk to Tony. They're both talking about the argument that they had. So she's telling AJ that she saw a DM from a woman. She asked about it. He immediately got disrespectful, calling her dumb and stupid right in front of people. And she's trying to figure out, how are you calling me stupid? I'm just asking, what is going on with this DM? She said, at first I used to believe him when he would tell me it was nothing, but then it was always something. So now I'm just not going to believe you just because you say so. He over there trying to tell Tony that he went off on Tiana, but it really wasn't nothing. Like the DM, it wasn't nothing. So Tony said, you know why you went off? Because you're guilty. He said, I'm looking at you right now and I don't trust you. I know that's right. Tony said, listen, I used to cheat. Okay. And as a man that used to cheat, I thought that it defined me. And you know what? This was so refreshing to see him keep it real with him. See, that's why I told y'all we needed Tony. I am so happy that they did not bring back John Sally. We needed Tony because you know what? Oftentimes on these shows, the therapists coddle the people because they're celebrities or reality stars and act like they ain't spewing BS right in front of their face. Tony let it be known. Listen, I call BS. I know a BSer because I used to be a BSer and a finesser. So absolutely not. Okay. You can fool Tiana, but you ain't fooling me. I know that's right, Tony. So they're all around the bonfire, right? After Tariq wasn't able to fool Tony. And AJ shows up with this gold lame jacket. Sheree! Baby, house party. Get funky. Every time I see her, I just think about house party, honey. Shireen, what you got on? So tonight, Miss Linda Clemens is joining them. She's a body language expert. So she's telling them, no matter what they say, body language tells everything that you need to know about a person. She says she's worked with the FBI, the CIA, the NAACP, honey, whoever you can work with to have the alphabets. Miss Linda has worked with them. Listen, Linda, listen. I am super excited to see what you say about these body language, that they have going on. Because a lot of them are liars. Okay. And you know what a teacher told me a long time ago? I was in high school. And she was trying to have a conversation with me, and I was going through this heartbreak, and I was crying and everything. And she pulled me to the side, and she had a conversation with me, and I had my arms folded the entire time. And she said, unfold your arms because you're not receiving anything that I'm saying. And I was thinking to myself, I sure ain't, but how you know? And so I looked at her and I said, what does that have to do with me folding my arms? And she said, your body language tells me that you're closed off to anything that I'm saying. So I'm going to need you to relax so you can receive what I'm saying. And after I, unfolded my arms and whatnot and got rid of that attitude, because, I'm in high school, okay? I'm a teenager. After I got rid of the attitude and I just had a conversation with her, she was absolutely right. I was not receiving anything that she was saying, and I was very closed off. So I'm excited about this. So up first is Fat Boy. So he's sitting by the fire. Now, AJ asked him, why should Tiana believe that he's not a cheater or that he's not cheating? So he started doing all this talking, honey, speaking his speech in circles, but it was a bunch of fluff. The body language expert said, you know what? You're biting your lip. So clearly you're holding something back. So AJ asked Tiana to come sit next to him or come to him or something like that. I think she said come to him. So they're standing there and he starts to apologize. So the expert tells him to tilt his head. So Tiana immediately started smiling and laughing and everybody's like, see how it makes a difference? No. He can play tilt-o-whirl all he wants to with his damn head. He needs to cut out all that cheating. Him apologizing with his head tilted ever so means absolutely nothing to me. Words are just words. More action. Fat boy, okay? Stay out them DMs. If you want them women, you should have never got married. So Tiana was happy with it and I wouldn't. She felt like it was real and he was taking accountability. Child, sometimes we just accept any old thing. Jock came up next. And so AJ asked him, why is he a liar? I was like, what? Well, dang, don't hold back. Oh, child. Now, why are you a liar? He said, I stopped lying some time ago, but Kendra still holds it over my head. He said, everything I told her that was old, it was all the truth. So then Kendra spoke up for Jaceel and said, yes, I mean, it was the past, but I'm still triggered. Miss Linda picked up on Jock's body language with Kendra repeating things. And she was like, you feel like you heard it all before and it's really weighing you down. And Kendra just keeps on with the same stuff. Linda told her, girl, you cannot constantly be triggered by old news. Either piss or get off the pot. Do you want to be with him or you don't? You can't have it both ways. If you're going to stay in this, then you have to work through what it is that's the issue. And I am so happy that somebody told her because people thought that everybody was being hard on Kendra, but the truth is the truth. If a person cheats on you, leave. I have learned that. I've learned that about myself because I know that I will never look at you the same. You broke my trust. Now, in certain circumstances, people feel like you can work through it. Me personally, I feel like once you violate me in that way, I see you always with that person, or I could become a Kendra, and I know this about me. So once you violate me, then you're done. Okay. And I'm so happy that this therapist said that to her. And I had someone comment that, I was saying things that were in defense of Jock. No, I'm not. Clearly you haven't been watching. Clearly you haven't watched Love and Hip Hop. This has been going on forever and everyone is saying the same thing. If you're not going to forgive and, I don't know how you can ever forget it, but if you are not going to work through it to be better, then just let it go, honey. Let it go. So Apollo is up next. So they asked if he regrets getting married straight out of jail. And he said he feels like it was the right thing for him to do. So Linda picked up on the fact that his posture was screaming he likes to be in control. Yes, Apollo is a know-it-all. He is a know-it-all. Anything that you say to him, he's going to come to you with some kind of speech or some kind of Encyclopedia Britannica knowledge that he learned in the pen. He gonna tell you something because he thinks that he's smarter than he is. But he got the right one with Shireen because Phaedra wore the pants in their relationship. And he could sit there and act like he did, but Phaedra was passing over that allowance, allegedly. Oh, child, it was the Phaedra show. So Jalen is up next. So she brings up, how could he be in a relationship with Fallon when she doesn't respect him as a man? She doesn't. Fallon tells him what to do, how to do it, when to go, and how to go. She just does. So Linda asked him if he saw walking down the aisle in the next 2 years as something he would be doing. He said yes. Jalen, all that fidgeting that you are doing with your fingers, it says no. So she picked up on movements known as leakage, and she doesn't think that he's going to be walking down the aisle. Well, Linda, you ain't never lied. Okay, Jalen is still a kid. He is not worried in the slightest about getting married to Fallon. So Fallon, don't hold your breath. So Linda had to leave, so Tony stepped in. So then it's Shamari's turn. So he asked Shamari if their sexual chemistry would have them to last another 10 years. And she said yes. He asked Ronnie, and Ronnie said no. That's because I think Ronnie knows that Shamari likes the ladies. I think he knows that there's an element in their sexual chemistry that's missing. Because y'all saw how he did last season when she started complimenting Jess Hilarious. He was pissed. So I think he knows that. And she was also asked if there were any insecurities that she needed to work on. And she said no. Shamari, listen to me. If you don't want to open up, then I don't want to see you on another show. Okay, I don't want to see you here next season either. Because you coming back like this is Housewives. Baby, you don't have a recurring contract with the couples retreat. Either say the truth or get the hell on. And I like me some Shamari, but girl, we all have insecurities that we need to work on. You don't want to be at home all day with them twins. You feel like your career could be further along. You see the other ladies in Atlanta getting groups back together and doing this, that, and this and that. And you just sitting up with Ronnie and his no eyebrows all day long, letting him control you. Girl, it's a fool. I want to see those shoulders bounce. I'm sorry, y'all. Every time I see Ronnie and Shamari, all I think is placement. And I want to see them shoulders bouncing. Baby, that was a fool on that Wendy Williams show. Y'all hear me? Moving forward. So Chris got up there. AJ brings up the smoking. Chris didn't really want to talk about it. So Breezy said, you know, it really set me off because you chose a word for her and you disregarded that she had anxiety up there when that's something that she struggles with. And I feel Breezy on that because AJ was just trying to create TV. You're trying to cause dissension and strife just to get a moment on TV. Yeah, it does seem like Chris and Breezy don't have problems, but everybody has problems. It's something going on now. They just don't want to talk about it. But she did have anxiety and you just completely ignored it. So AJ did apologize, talking about, I was just talking about the health issue because I thought maybe about the health issue. I didn't realize it. You know, I didn't even know she had anxiety up there. You would have known had you not been a little producer in that scene. So Chris tells her, you know, but you just kept pressing me about it and I didn't like that. So AJ really appreciated the fact that Chris was speaking up for herself because she feels like Breezy does the speaking for the both of them in their relationship. And she does. So whatever happens in that relationship, it is because Breezy is leading the charge. And I feel like she wants their relationship to come off as perfect. But maybe that's just me. Now, not saying that people don't have great relationships and there are no issues, because some people just have great relationships and just get along great. But every now and again, it's something that might set you off. Because like I told y'all in the beginning, I feel like they just called up Breezy and was like, listen, we saw y'all's engagement over on the TikTok. Can y'all hang out on couples retreat? We can't find nobody else. And they came and collecting a check at the end of it. Honey, pass go and collect $200. Moving forward. So on the ride home, they're all turning up in the Sprinter because it's Tiana's 25th birthday. Turn up on your birthday. Turn up on your birthday. So they all turning up and whatnot. They all get together. They taking shots to the birthday chick. So we see that it's 3:30 in the morning, right, y'all? And Fallon is in the room by herself and Jalen is out. That young man is on the strip. Okay, he don't want to be tied down with responsibility. He's not Simon. He is not. He's 23 years old. He just barely legal to drink. He just was able to drink yesterday. Like, you're suffocating him, Fallon. You are suffocating him. I'm telling you from experience. You're pushing him away. You need to give him some time to miss you. It is okay. Let him go out there. You have to let him see that having fun without you is maybe something that he doesn't want to do. Or if you're scared about other women or whatever you're afraid about, let him go out there and experience things so that the two of you can come together. But you suffocating him, that's not going to work. So Chris comes over to talk to Fallon because Fallon just needs to vent. She's like, I need to talk to somebody and I feel like Chris can help me. So Fallon is telling her how she wanted to spend time with Jalen, but he wanted to hang with the guys. He's on vacation. You're on this show and he's on vacation. So she said she told him how she felt and he apologized about it. And he said he was going to go talk to Tony. Over with Tony, Jalen is with him. And he was telling him that AJ didn't think that Fallon respected him, and he's taking care of 8 people, and it's a lot of stress on his shoulders, and it's just too much. It's just too much. So he's telling him how Fallon basically disrespected him and messaged him and said that she didn't think things were going to work. Back over with Fallon, she's telling Chris, she's like, I'm realizing that he's 23 and I might be too old for him. Yes, you are. And it's not only the age, because you know what? Your age could actually work. It's everything that comes with you. You came with 3 kids, a public divorce, your sister and her kids. He's not ready for all of that. And I don't know why you went and got him in an effort to one up Simon. He was supposed to be for fun, not forever. Oh, child. I have to tell my sister that all the time, baby. He's for fun, not forever. I need to put that on a t-shirt. I need to put that on a t-shirt. But anywho, Fallon and Jalen, just go ahead and go your separate ways, honey. It's not working. You want more from him, Fallon, than he is willing to give and that he can give at this moment. Maybe if he was 32 and you were however old you are, I think you might be 32, honey. I don't know. If y'all were the same age, or if circumstances were different, then maybe. But now y'all have a baby that you share, responsibility. He done changed his last name. Y'all gonna have to fix all this, baby. This is a whole mess. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Sorry I'm late, okay? But the episode just aired last night, and the one from last week, I tried to fit it in the beginning. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.